All right, so let's talk about Fuel Up Wellness and how we got started. My name is Madison Leslie, and I am the owner and creator, I guess you could say, of Fuel Up Wellness. I am several different things in my life, but I like to categorize it into 3 or 4 different things. So first, I am a wife of almost 4 years. Second, I am a family girl. I am huge with family. My family is top priority in every single aspect. I am a lover of all things health, fitness, and wellness, and food. Food is a huge part of my life, if you follow me on Instagram. And then lastly, but most importantly, I'm a child of God. And I use that to drive me and motivate me through everything that I do with Fuel Up. So we started this technically, I guess legally, about 6 months ago. March was about 6 months ago, I believe. So when quarantine started, we took this opportunity as, okay, we could take this as a negative thing, or we could use it for good and turn it into a blessing. So we have done Fuel Up Wellness, kind of what we do within Fuel Up Wellness, for probably close to 8 years at this point. Trent and I are both really avid fitness lovers and nutritionists. We're not, like I said, I'm not certified nutritionist or anything like that, but we love food and we love to learn about it and why we fuel our bodies the way that we do. So we started this about 8 years ago, but the business started during quarantine because we thought, you know what? We have all this information that we give people all the time, and we never really wrote it down. We just give the same information in different words and different phrases every time we're asked about it. So we need to put this into words and we need to put it on paper. So we said, okay, well, let's maybe write a blog. And then we're like, no, a blog just, I don't know, I feel like people won't really react as much to a blog. So then we started digging deeper. And those of you that don't know my husband, Trent, he is actually in a master's program at UAB. If you don't know what UAB, it's University of Alabama at Birmingham. And he is an engineer, so his master's is in engineering management. It's a very long term, but engineering management is what it comes down to. And it's all about learning how to brand yourself and to start a side hustle. And so that's exactly what we took it, and we did it with Fuel Up. So we started during quarantine, can't say that word. We started during that, and we wrote an ebook. And a lot of people, that we researched about this stuff, we said, it's gonna take forever to learn this. It's gonna take a lot of money, like we're gonna have to find a publisher and all of this. So we took a $100 bill, a crisp $100 bill, and we started Fuel Up Wellness. We wrote this ebook, we published it ourselves, and we wanted to prove to ourselves that we could do it and that we could get this information out and help you with a few simple tips, learn how to fuel your body and why we fuel our bodies the way that we do. So our ebook is called Fuel the Machine, and it's on our website if you want to check it out. It's www.fuelupwellness.com. It's in the shop category at the top of the screen. And so that's kind of what brought us to start Fuel Up Wellness. But it started many years ago with lots of other things attached to it, and our story is actually on our website as well. Now, why do I do what I do? So several different things I like to take into all of this. How do I put that into words? Words are sometimes hard for me to put into context and make them make sense. And so I kind of put it into different things. So a lot of people think when you're in the health and fitness industry that you are a personal trainer, or you're a nutritionist, or a kinesiologist, or an athletic trainer, many different things, but I'm actually none of those on paper. So I'm not a personal trainer by certification, I'm not a nutritionist by classification, and I'm not a kinesiologist by degree. I have learned everything through my own personal experience by putting in the hard work, studying everything that I can about it, and trying to use what I learned to help other people achieve their goals, whether it be in the kitchen, or whether it be in the gym, or whether it be just to finding balance within your life to make your life a healthier one. Influence is super big for me. I have been influenced by so many amazing people in my life, and with good influence, you can also influence someone else. And that's what leadership is. You are influenced so that you can influence someone else. So I'm here for you. I encourage you, and I'm cheering you on, and I love to hear all about your stories. So my why is all about you. All right, let's talk about character for a second. Now, you're thinking, character within fitness, what does that even have to do with it? Well, here's what I mean. So character for me, and for lots of people, is what you do when no one else is watching. So how does that tie into nutrition and your health journey? So how that ties in is character is built in the kitchen. So if you think about it, when you go into the gym, especially for me as a female, walking into a gym when I first started out with my health journey it was super intimidating. It was hard to focus. I thought everybody was staring at me. There was like no other females in there. It was just me and lots of other testosterone in the room. So I had the pressure to perform. Like, I wanted to lift all the heavy weight and prove to them that I knew what I was doing and that I could hold my own in that location. And that was not a good idea because, number one, I could have hurt myself. And number two, I was just starting out. I wasn't strong enough yet. So now when I walk into the gym, like, I go in with almost like a poker face. Like, I know what I'm in there for. I have a plan. Never go to the gym without a plan. I have a plan. I know what my exercises are. I know what my workout is. And if someone's on a machine that I need, I'll just let them do their thing, and when they're done, I'll kind of swing inside. So there's a pressure to perform within the gym, but when you get home and no one else is watching you, you're by yourself, you're only with the loved ones that you have within your home, you don't have that pressure to perform anymore. So it's not as easy to eat super healthy because you've got that apple pie sitting in your fridge, which I currently have sitting in my fridge right now. This is not a lie. But you don't have that pressure. You can just eat whatever you want to. So then dedication comes in. So character is what you do when nobody else is watching, when you are by yourself. Go into the gym, have that perspective, and perform at the best of your ability and do your best every single time. And then when you get home, you have to work just as hard at home in your kitchen as you do at the gym. So they both tie in together. They're both hand in hand. Now, one of the things that has really, really encouraged me and influenced me throughout my journey is my dad. Now, I'm not like specific on the date, but it's about 18 to 20 years ago. I was in the 7th grade, headed into the 8th grade, and my dad at the time weighed 410 pounds and some change. That's a big man. That's a really big man. And he had been big all of my life and struggled with weight and tried to lose weight. The more he tried to lose, the more that he gained. Went to several different doctors, and they said, you've got to lose weight. Like, your body just can't handle this. You've got to lose weight. And so he tried and he tried and he tried, couldn't make any progress. So he finally found a specialist in the field of weight loss and reached out to him, and he told him the same thing. You gotta lose weight. So he went in and did a bunch of tests, and they found out that his thyroid was completely non-functioning. It didn't work at all. Didn't know why, just didn't work at all. And I know it's popular, or not popular, but it happens a lot. It's one of those things that happen to a lot of people. So he went in and they said, here's what we need to do. We need to perform a gastric bypass surgery. And then it was very new. It wasn't something that was super known. Nobody really knew a whole lot about it. So he went into it blinded, and they said, you need to do this. And he said, and what if I don't do this? What if I just keep trying to diet? And they said, well, it's probably not gonna work, but you could lose your life within 6 months to a year. So he said, where do I sign on the dotted line? We'll do it. So 3 months later, he had his surgery and started losing weight. And now, if you see my pictures and videos and things that I talk about with my dad all the time, he weighs about 215, 220 now, and he runs marathons with me. And he is who started my health journey, because he was dedicated to losing weight and staying healthy for his family, because my brother and I were both really young at the time that he got the news of having to do a surgery to make this work. And now he went from hypoglycemic to now he's hyperglycemic. So he's super active and functioning now, super healthy, and he is a running machine. So he is my biggest inspiration throughout my health and fitness journey. journey.
What we're doing now is Madison's gonna help me do a little, I'm getting back into working out thing. So.
But it's good for all levels, for sure.
All levels. All right, so this is what I have. I have my dumbbell, I have the resistance bands.
I think these are 10 pounds. I almost said 70. I was like, wow, I just picked up a 70-pound dumbbell with these. No, these are 10-pound dumbbells.
Right.
They have a really good grip on them too, so
yeah.
I don't know where you got these, but I recommend them. Walmart. They're almost like some sort of pool material. Like I don't know. They're plastic, but I feel like these are better than something that could like tear up your floors or something like that.
Right.
These are awesome.
Okay.
I like those. And then you have 3 different booty bands. So like one of them, I think the blue one down there is the most resistant. So that one's gonna be the hardest one.
Okay.
This one's gonna be a little bit easier, and then this one's gonna be a little bit on the lighter side.
Okay.
So 3 different resistance bands, and then you have these awesome bands. So these, you can do so many things with these because they're open, they're not connected. So you could do back exercises, core exercises, lots of different things. So we could be all over the floor doing all different kinds of things with these. So, and you can attach these to like your furniture.
I never thought about that.
A doorway, a doorknob, you could do that too. I just recommend you to make sure that it's secure before you slap yourself in the face. How do I know this? Because I did it myself.
Okay.
Not on camera, but I did do it myself once.
Right, that's the magic of being at home, filming yourself, like, oops. Cut that out.
Right. As long as you're not on a live video, you're good to go.
Right. All right. So what would be a good place for me to start?
So several different ways we can go with this. So what is let me ask, like, what's the area of you that you think you want to work on first?
Definitely my arms.
Arms, the biceps, the whole arm. Okay, cool.
Because that's a problem.
Okay.
And I hate it. I literally but it's shirts.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, it fits fine here.
Right.
Here.
Right, a little tighter. Okay.
So I'm just like,
so we're gonna make it, you're just swole.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it tighter in a different way.
Okay.
So we're gonna give you guns.
Okay.
You know, so you can welcome everybody to your gun show in your own living room. Little pun there. No good jokes. Okay, so you've got a few different pieces of equipment you can work with.
Okay.
So how about we take 2 different approaches to this at the same time.
Okay.
So I'll let you choose the dumbbells.
Okay.
And I'll do the band, and then we'll swap. So you can kind of feel the difference.
Okay.
So you've got your dumbbells here. And then I'll use the bands. You'd want to put these underneath both feet. So kind of make sure it's nice and spread out. So you're underneath your feet. Get a nice good grip. You don't want to hold too far down because then it's going to slide out of your hands, of course. So you're going to take a nice good grip and then rotate your palms out. Okay? Now with your dumbbells, you don't want them out by your side. You want them to be right in front of your hips. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So right in front of your hips.
Right here. So
that way when you're coming back to curl, you're not like swinging backwards, because then you're not just working biceps at that point, you're kind of working triceps. So when you come down, you're gonna hit the top of your thighs and then come directly up. So all you can work in this position is your biceps. So your elbows kind of want to be dug into the inside of your ribs, or the front of your ribs, so to speak. And then you're just gonna come up and down. So you get that full rotation, and all you can feel is right here in the biceps. Same motion, same move. You just want to rotate your palms forward, keep your elbows in front so that you're not really curling outward, which there is a time and a place for that, but for this one, for sake of doing it just in your living room, starting out, elbows in front, and then you're just going to curl up and extend back down. So same position, just with bands or dumbbells. So if you don't have dumbbells, or you don't have a band, and you just have dumbbells, you can do this with either thing. Now, if you don't have dumbbells or you don't have a band, find you some canned goods in your pantry. If you have a water jug, like the one that Ricki just showed me that she has, the water jug of my dreams. I have a water jug, but hers is like as tall as we are, and it's amazing. So if you have a jug, or maybe a gallon of milk, use a gallon of milk. Or if you have buckets in your garage that you put paint in, I mean, you could fill those up with a couple of things, or with water actually, and curl with those.
That's a good. That is such a good idea.
So you can do that with either way.
Okay.
Now, we did biceps.
Okay.
So that's just one way you could do biceps.
That's so easy.
If you wanted to do something else with biceps, the same position. So we talked about that, you know, this was just a standard rotation up and down with biceps. But if you wanted to do and work a different part of the muscle, you could take your arms out a little bit more and curl outward. So you're gonna feel it slightly on your the front of your delt. So you're gonna, so we're here. If you just take your elbows out just tiny bit and bring them outward and curl up and down. So you feel it just a slightly different, just slightly different, not much, but just a little bit. So you could do, maybe even do it like a superset. So a superset is 2 exercises that you do back to back. And you do one exercise, then the second one, that's the first set. Then you do the next exercise and the next exercise, and it's the second set.
Okay.
So 2 exercises and do it for 3 or 4 different sets.
Okay.
So you can maybe do 10 to 12 this way, and then 10 to 12 this way. Sit it down, take a 10-second, 20-second break, and then do the next set.
Okay.
Okay? So biceps.
Awesome.
Cool, so we've got biceps. Now the other part of your arms, triceps.
Okay.
So the back of your arms. So we worked on the front, let's think about something we can do for the back. So, again, we're gonna use the dumbbells and the bands. Now sometimes the dumbbells, depending on what size you have of weight, it could be a little bit too heavy because our triceps are typically weaker than our biceps, just because it's a smaller muscle. And it's on the back side of the arm, which is something we're not used to like reaching back for, you know? So if you didn't want to use dumbbells, you could do the same thing here with the band like we did with the biceps. Keep the same.
I have another one. So.
Have another one too?
There we go. All right.
Perfect. So you're gonna take it, feet right underneath your shoulders. You're gonna bend your knees slightly. Have the grip slightly too, farther down. And then you're gonna bring your arms and your elbows straight up to like a 90-degree angle. So once you're here, all you have to do is kick back. Now it's kind of tight. It's kind of tight. So here's another thing. If you don't want to do, let me turn this way a little bit.
Okay.
If you don't want to do both arms, if that's too much, you could do one arm at a time if you wanted to.
Here,
I feel like that one's more resistance too, and this one's a little bit less. But
so I'm like, am I straight?
You're good.
Okay.
So you're gonna bring your elbows straight back. So your palms are gonna face inward.
This inward.
And then you're bringing up to a 90-degree angle.
Here.
And then you're just gonna kick back. So stay in this position, just kicking your palms straight back. You feel it back here? You're shaking. That's good. That's good.
Oh my God.
See, small move. But it works really well.
That's
a lot of pressure, right?
God. Oh my God. I only did what, 2?
Y'all be careful because she's gonna have the gun show rocking over here in like 3 days.
By January, you ain't gonna know who I am.
Watch out. We're gonna have new hair by then and everything.
You know, I have a new hair every week, girl. So
she's got the best hair I've ever seen in my life.
But yeah, okay.
So the band, that's why I love the bands.
Yeah.
Because they're so versatile.
And I've been having, these been sitting in my house. I ain't gonna tell you how long they've been sitting. You can see this is from one of the runs.
Right? Oh my gosh, it is.
So
I didn't even know they did that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so that's been here for a minute.
There you go. There you go.
But now I know how to use them.
Now you know how to use them.
Yes.
And they're beneficial now.
All right.
Now, if you have a workout partner at home, and let's say that you don't have 2 bands, you just have 1.
Okay.
Okay? You have 1 band and you don't have anything to attach it to.
Okay.
But you do have somebody in your household or a partner that you work out with. So something else you could do is, Ricki, you hold this side.
What I'm holding?
The bottom.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter which grip you hold.
Okay.
And step back just a little bit. Perfect, right there. You can also come here and kick back with a partner.
Oh.
So you do 10 to 12 and then we'll swap kind of thing.
That's a cute couple. Yeah.
Now, and if you wanted to do biceps, same thing, but you would sit on the ground.
Okay.
Or come to your knees, either way.
Yeah, because I might not get back up.
Well, this is a squat. This is what we're gonna on squats. So here, you could do bicep curls.
Oh.
So if you don't have anything to attach it to,
right,
but you've got a child at home that needs something to keep their brain active, and you want to teach them how to be active too, like this is a good teaching moment.
Yes.
So you could do that.
I like that.
So two different ways you can do with bands.
Let me get up. Oh, there we go.
That was a good squat, y'all. Go, girl. I love it. Now, of course, you could do it with the dumbbells too. Same position.
Right.
Same position. If you don't have, if you know whatever dumbbells you have, if they're a little too heavy, then I would recommend to either go find some canned goods in your house, or if you have the means, go buy just a smaller set of dumbbells. But 8 to 10 pounds for everything we're doing at home, you should be good to go. Even a 15 if you wanted to add some 15s in.
Right, but that's when you start doing more.
Right.
Because I mean, even with that, I was like, oh, that's a lot.
So the future of Fuel Up Wellness is very wide at the moment. I have so many things that I want to do, so many things that I'm excited about that I don't know anything about, but like I talked about earlier, I'm in the learning process, and I wanted to prove to myself that I could do this without a whole lot of funds and without a whole lot of knowledge when it comes to technology. So one thing that we're working on, and that you've been looking at this whole time but you did not know it, is I'm currently wearing all samples from my new fitness activewear line that's coming out at the beginning of the year. Ricki's giving me some looks over here because she didn't know that either. But these are samples. They're not refined yet. I actually got an email this morning that my final samples are coming in the mail. They're headed out today. They should be here soon. So we're starting out with just female clothing at the moment. So we're working on our male stuff right now. So that'll be out hopefully like spring-ish next year. So we're working on the female stuff first, but I've got some tank tops and I've got bras and I've got leggings. And one of the things that was most important to me within all of this was to make sure that the branding of it was for a purpose. So we landed on the name Zeke, and Zeke comes from the name Ezekiel in the Bible. And if you are unfamiliar with Ezekiel in the Bible, his name means strength and God's strength. And so what better fitting name to have strength than where it starts from for me. So that is where we landed with Zeke. So I'm so excited about it. Like I said, these are just samples. They're not perfect. These are not, there's a few changes that I'm making, a few color changes that I'm making, but it's all here. And then I'm also wanting to focus on things that fit all body types. Because let's be honest, if you're in a fitness journey and you just started working out and all you can find is an extra small in things, which I don't wear an extra small. If all you can find is an extra small, that's kind of discouraging. You can't find things that fit you and that actually, girls, hold the girls in, okay? That doesn't fit my needs, but I know that it fits other people's needs. So I've got very high neck stuff so everything stays nice and secure. The tops do lots of different things, which I won't show you. You've got to stay tuned for that. But I do have an Instagram that you can keep up with all of that information. So that is the leap we're going towards right now, but we do have some other platforms that we put some stuff out to. So Instagram is Madison _ Fuel Up Wellness. That is my Instagram handle. And then we also have a Facebook, but our Facebook isn't as popular, so we don't do a whole lot over there, but it is at the Fuel Up Wellness, if I said that right. So at Fuel Up Wellness is our Facebook page. You can follow my personal Facebook page. I'm just Madison Leslie, Lesley on Facebook. And then we also have a YouTube, and that's Fuel Up Wellness as well. So you can find all of our videos. If you don't know, or you can't kind of like write all this down really fast, just head over to our website, www.fuelupwellness.com, and all of our social media platforms are listed there, so you can find everything on the website that you need to follow us and keep up with our new swag that we got going on. I'm super excited about it and I can't wait.